Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Charlie, and this is Infection Free Zone. It's a colony builder. It's a survival strategy game. It's got zombies. It's basically Project Zomboid, and they are billions put together. That's how I described it before. And this is the second playlist that we have on this channel. You could say that I'm going to play it better this time. We're going to take all the things we learned the first time around in a brand new patch, and we're going to sail through things swimmingly this time, right? No hiccups, no problems. No, it's going to be very smooth, which is why we're also going to up the difficulty this time. Oh, yes. Now, this is a game where you can play anywhere in the world you want to play. Well, within some limits. There has to be enough buildings and population to actually matter, so good luck trying to play in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Unless, of course, you are playing in Hawaii. You actually can play in Hawaii if you want to. Honolulu is right over there. You can do it. Anyway, last time, we played in a little town called Mount Pleasant, Michigan. This is where we were before. This is nearby where I grew up. So it was nice to see the city and, say, oh, this is over here. And we started at Cops and Donuts. It was great. This time around, though, I want to up the difficulty a little bit, like I said. And so we're going to go a little bit more populated. Still someplace where I've lived before. But this time we're going to my college years. We're going to head down to the southwest to the second largest city in the state. That's Grand Rapids. And we're going to zoom down into the Wyoming area here. We're looking for 28th Street Southwest and Byron Center Avenue. Where does that cross? It's right over here. Okay. So I lived in this area, for about a year or so while I was attending college in this area, and then I moved further west to get closer to my campus. But this is roughly where I lived. So we're going to load this map. I think this is fine. It should be pretty good. It should be, I would say it's a little bit more populated than Mount Pleasant would be. I would say it's not quite like, super dense. We're not getting into like these big buildings over here, but we want a bunch of little buildings anyway. And so this little selected area around 28th Street should provide a good place for us to have a fresh start. Okay. Now, I did say that I was going to up the difficulty a little bit. What does that mean? Well, we got 3 settings. We still can't change the name in this patch, but we got 3 settings. We got number of people, resources, and hordes number. I don't know how they changed the balance, because this patch supposedly has a whole bunch of balance changes, which I welcome because I think the hordes were crazy last time. But I'm going to leave the horde setting exactly where it is. I'm not going to touch it. We're going to see how that changed. I'm going to leave the resources exactly where it is. We're going to see how that changed. And I'm going to start with less people. We're going to go all the way down to 30 people to start. Now, this means a couple of things for us. Let's go ahead and hit start here. This means a couple of things for us, okay? It means that we're not going to be able to do as much in the beginning. It also means we're going to really have to ramp up our efforts to recruit new people. So we're going to have to try as fast as we can to get that antenna and bring people in, right?
The world as we know it is gone. What we called the mad virus appeared out of nowhere. It made people turn extremely violent, aggressive, and unrestrainable. Soon later, the infected became bloodthirsty, more like vampires than human. There was chaos, panic, and war for survival. Desperate people were just as dangerous as the virus itself. Even our loved ones could become a threat. The infection spread quickly throughout the entire globe. Every region, every country, every city. Drastic measures were taken to get rid of the infected, but they all failed. The last chance for those who seemed immune was to hide in underground shelters, ones that we improvised in garages and basements, loaded with food, water, and air filtration systems. These were the places where we survived, sealed from the outside. For so long, we waited for any signal, any info that a cure had been found, or the situation stabilized. Instead, we listened as the world grew quiet. Our resources were becoming depleted. Life support systems were failing. And just as we were losing all hope, we received a distant call. This was the impulse we needed. There were others out there. We could come back to the surface. No more hiding. From the ruins of the old world, we will build our new home.
So I let the video play again just because I don't want people to have to like go to the other playlist to get themselves acquainted with the game, right? So we always assume that you've never seen a previous video of mine when I come into a fresh start. So there you go. Okay, so right now what it wants us to do is choose our headquarters. So what we've learned from the last playlist, last playthrough, is that the headquarters has a maximum size. So we know that if we choose a large building, like say this one here, for example, we're only going to get a portion of it highlighted here. And they've actually added this text in this patch as well. So it says the first HQ. Does this imply that we can have a second HQ? The first HQ has a fixed maximum storage and citizen capacity, regardless of its size. Choosing a large starting building is not recommended, which is kind of what I said in the first playlist, in the first video. I said, you know, choosing a big building is not advised. I just didn't know why, other than, you know, the shooting radius is what I was thinking. But yeah, if there's a cap, we don't want to do it. Now we can partially adapt buildings by just dragging on them like this, but again, it does not do the entire building no matter what we do. So I think we should pick a building, kind of like this lake right here. I don't know if it's gonna actually block the zombies. Are they gonna come around? Are they gonna, like, do we have a choke point right here? Is that something we can have? Kind of want to experiment with it and find out. Let's choose one of these little buildings right here. So this is over here near Water Chase, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm familiar with this lake and everything. Like I said, I lived in this area. I'm not going to point where I was, but I lived in this area. I know where I am. So we're going to say one of these two buildings are interesting. So this one is slightly larger. So I'm going to choose this one, I think. It's closer to, you know, all this stuff here. We could be farming right through here. I like how there's a big row of buildings that we could maybe adapt like this. Last time we had buildings that are a little bit more spread out. We're going to try to get them closer together this time. I kind of like this, honestly. I think I'm going to choose this building. And so depending on how I drag this, I might waste some of it. So let's make this thing as big as we can. Is it going to have to waste any of it? No, come on. Don't make me do it. Yeah, right there. Oh, right. Hold on. Right there. I think I got it. All right. This is our HQ now. Here we go. All right, we're going to skip a lot of this stuff because we saw it last time. Now, the one thing that we don't have active this time around, right, is we don't have tutorial events on this time, which means we can have a faster start, but we also have only 30 people. So we can't have a faster start. I think we could probably still make this work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make 4 squads. Let's do 5. That leaves 10 people back at home. And those 10 people, you're just going to be gathering wood all day, I think. There you go. Yep. All right. So we're going to take these guys right here, and we're going to scavenge as many of these buildings as we can today. All right. I don't really care if you're armed. There shouldn't be a whole lot of infected nearby, but I am going to take the ones that have guns and make them go just a little bit further down away. So how about we have you come on over and do these buildings. We'll queue up, let's say this many, and then we'll have you work your way this direction until it's nighttime. And then if you ever fill up, of course, you'll come back. So that's one of them. The second guy, we're going to have you hit this row of buildings right here. Just going to have you work your way all the way up like this. There you go. All right. Third person, we'll have you start here and then work your way onto these buildings. They're a little bit bigger, so I won't give you as many buildings queued up. All right, we have this one right here. Let's say we want you to go to the fuel first, I suppose. We could try that. And then you'll work on these buildings here. And then we have one more pod left. I don't know if I've queued these up yet, but let's go ahead and just queue these 3 up. And then we'll have you head over this way when you're done. Okay, so we should see a whole bunch of people all over the place now bringing us resources is what I want to see here. And on top of that, we also have the 10 people remaining that are just out gathering wood for us. All right, so let's take a look at our HQ really quick. We have 260 resource capacity, which is pretty good. And obviously we have living quarters capacity. But at the moment, we have living quarters capacity that does not exceed our 30 people. This building can only handle 23 people, which means we still have some citizens living in poor conditions. We're going to need to adapt a building. Dun, dun, dun. I'm thinking this one right here is probably fine. Doesn't need to be super far away. This one is going to give us living quarters for 52 people. That seems pretty good. You do this one across the way for 62. I will want to break some of these buildings down because I want more room to farm. But, I mean, I have plenty of room right back here to farm. So I'm thinking cookhouse right here. Warehouse. Ooh, do I want a warehouse to be so close to the HQ? Is that necessary? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I think I am going to take this building right here as my adapted building. And we don't have to do all of it right away, right? We can always do some of it later. So I'm going to say we do maybe, let's say this much now. We'll go like halvesies. Living quarters for 25. That's pretty good. Because remember, our HQ has living quarters as well. So this gives us room to adapt even further later. I think I'm going to go with 20. We'll make room for 20 right now. So we'll take a portion of that building. All right. And let's go ahead and put in some builders on that. There we go. All right. Let's see how we did. Did we do okay? One thing I am curious about is how the hordes and everything are balanced compared to last time.
Operator, we found something suspicious. There's a large piece of dry heat here with a piece of rope around it. It's attached to a counterweight. This seems to be a trap to catch something. Maybe humans, maybe animals, or maybe even the infected. Somebody must have set it up not too long ago.
So we're looking at this building for that. We're going to inspect it. It could mean that our friendly neighborhood kidnapper is in the area. I'll have to keep an eye out for him. I don't know what we're going to do with him. All right, so everybody's kind of spread out right now, which means we have good vision of the surroundings. We can see where the infected are and hopefully be able to react in good time. The ones that are on the outside down here, they both have weapons. They're both armed. This one's armed as well over here. We only have a couple of pods, or a couple of squads, sorry, that don't have any guns. So it's not too big of a deal. And I think these guys are probably going to threaten us here. So why don't we go ahead, tag up on this building really quick. Yeah, they're coming. All right, we're going to tag up this building really quick. Let's take this squad, move them back. You guys are going to come to HQ. You're already approaching HQ. That's good. You can stay where you are for now. And then you're going to come over here and assist, because these guys are coming after us right now. So we're going to stop right here, get a clear view of that alleyway right there. There we go. Stop right there. Back up. Shoot them. Okay, we're good. And we can continue scavenging. There's no problem there. Just continue doing that. We're going to have the two guys with the guns, though, pay a little bit more attention. There's a car down here. I think it's worth the risk. Let's go get it. We're going to go get that car right now while we can. We got a couple of pods heading at us this way. So let's just go ahead and, you know what? I'm just going to go into HQ. They're not going to be able to get me. So just going to head into HQ with these guys, and we'll shoot them as they approach. They're not very strong, so we're all right for now. Let's take our unarmed people, and we're just going to hit these few buildings here. I don't think they're going to be in any danger over there. Everybody, all the pods are on this side, and they're going to come straight for HQ and just die. So, all right, we have the car. I'm thinking probably we're okay just to keep scavenging from here. So why don't we go ahead and queue up these buildings right here? And it's just going to be all of them. We're never going to get through all of them, but we'll try. And then they'll head over to HQ when they're done. And then when you're done shooting these guys, we'll have you go ahead and hit these buildings right here to scavenge these for now. And then I'm just going to have these guys chill for a second. Maybe hit this area over here, since we know there's people there. We know there's supplies there. It's 4:38. I think we're probably fine on the infected front here. because it's going to be daytime. They're going to come back out, so that's fine. All right, now we have a car. The one thing I definitely want to do, and I can probably bring it back now since I've got some supplies in there. One thing I want to do is I want to find the educational stuff here. So this right here is Potter's High School. Oh, that must mean where am I? Right here. Oh, that means Wyoming Park is over here then. Is it right here? Nailed it. Nailed it. All right. So we're gonna hit that. Potter's right there. It wants me to go to Potter's for educational stuff. So this is just like it's a school, right? So we'll head over here to do that. And yeah, I'm noticing actually a lot of petrol can icons. I've noticed that one there. When I zoom out, I see a lot of them right over here. Look at how many of these are. 1, 2, 3. It's almost like everybody's detached garages will have fuel in them. I'm digging that. Oh yeah, look at this. Fuel, 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 fuel. Oh, that's glorious. It's all right there. All these little, I mean, I don't know if there's actually detached garages in here. I don't have that kind of a memory. All right, we have our squad over at Potter's now, so they're going to be hopefully getting some educational stuff here, some scientific materials to bring back home. Hopefully, we'll see. In the meantime, let's have this squad hit all of these structures near us. You got enough queued up already. You don't have any space available in your inventory. Let's bring you back home. And then when you're done doing that, we'll have you go to these buildings here, search them, and then come back. I am going to queue coming back because sometimes they don't listen to me. And, well, if I put it into the queue, they'll listen to me. So I'm going to do it. All right. Nothing yet? You have to go the entire duration to find that. That would suck. I mean, Wyoming Park would be a bigger search, so I understand that. It's interesting that they have this building separate from the school on the map. I didn't attend this school, so I don't know what this is, but it's kind of just interesting that it's easily within the school's borders, but yet it's not actually part of the school. I just find that interesting. Okay, so we cleared out most of the wood here, right? So I'm thinking maybe now we can shift to getting ourselves some brick, and that would help me with potentially making a wall later. There's 110 brick in this area, so we're gonna queue that up for sure. And then all of our scavengers, if I do this, will that? Oh, let's actually do this. We'll go down to 2 builders. Does that evenly divide them? There's 6 on this one and 2 in this one. Okay.
Building clear.
How much wood do we have? 71. We obviously need the bricks, so we're gonna get that. But 71 wood is good. 71 wood is very good. And then once this is done, our people can be content, satisfied, content. They'll be more satisfied. And I think if we have any tools, okay, we have 2 tools. So with 2 tools, I could start farming right now. I could. There's nothing that says I can't. But because I have such limited people, I kind of like the ability to make more squads and to scavenge more things. And like I want more people to be able to run around. So we're going to hold off on the farming just for a little bit until I can get more people. I think for sure. We do not have enough time to search this. I'm going to have you search this building instead and then head to HQ from there. And I think I can probably leave the squad in the school to keep going. I mean, the scavenging for the school stuff takes a very long time. We'll have to keep an eye on that because it's possible that the dead will rise and come after us. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Let's head back here, then back here, then bring it back. All right, let's zoom time ahead a little bit here. And we'll zoom out to the map as well just to make sure we can see everything. Okay, there's a threat over here. I don't know whether that's going to come after us. If it does, though, the car is right outside the door. They're snarling at me. I can hear them snarling. Uh-huh. We're still searching at night. You gotta search at night. I don't know if they're gonna see me or not.
There's nothing left.
They don't seem interested in getting me. There's 2 separate pods right there. Nothing near us, which is fortunate. Nothing near the rest of my squads anyway. It's pretty fortunate. Let's bring those tools in. That's good. I'd really like to just pay attention to one thing. I don't believe the infected will attack anything else other than my HQ. So with that many people in HQ, we should be fine. So I can really just focus on this pod or this group and make sure that we're not going to be overrun. Yeah, if they do come after me, that's fine. There's no way they can kill me. So.
Operator, horde spotted.
Wow, they're like right there, but not coming at me. I guess they just don't know I'm in the building. All right, we are shooting. Yeah, they're done. I mean, that's pretty interesting. Okay, so we got a little bit of scientific materials. Now, there's got to be another place for this. All right, well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we just go ahead and bring these guys back anyway so that we can get started on the tower right away. We don't need to keep this waiting any longer. This will probably get them to follow us for a little while, but we're much faster than they are. So we can start the tower sooner. It means we can get people sooner. Means we can accelerate this even further. Hopefully I don't draw that pod over here. That seems pretty big. There we go. All right, so we're here. That's good. Now it's going to tell us to build the tower.
We need a workspace where we can experiment and re-engineer all the pre-pandemic technology. We could store all the books there too. Let's build a research center and assign the most technical minds there.
Oh, right. The research center comes first, of course. Okay, so
Let's do this.
for the research center, we want to be able to have a lot of workers, right? We don't want to be stuck with like 4 researchers. It takes a long time. But at the same time, I kind of like this building, to be honest. Like 9 is okay. It only takes just a little bit more resources though to get us 11. So I'm gonna make this the research center. So 11 cap is pretty good. We're gonna disband you, disband you, and we'll go ahead and have, I think, these be our squads for the day. And I'm gonna get back in the car with this squad, and we're gonna head over to, well, I want to find another educational place. All right, so I'm trying to put my memory up, right? Like I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, okay, yeah, well, Wyoming Park, sure, it's a high school. I don't remember where all the like elementary schools and stuff are. We've got Taft right there, and I don't know where things are. It's been a while, okay? I haven't lived here in like 12 years. Yeah, we got different gas stations and stuff up here. We got lots and lots of stuff. Big wide open area here. This is Lamar Park, I think is what this is. There's usually a baseball diamond right here, and also I think over here. There's like a tennis court over on this side, I think. There's just a bunch of stuff to do. This is just a really fun place to be, but apparently now it's an abandoned building of unknown purpose. But I'm pretty sure that's Lamar Park right there. It's right off Byron Center. Okay, so I'm thinking that's probably all we have. So that's another reason to want a good amount of people in my research center, is because if we're not going to be able to scavenge scientific materials on our map, we need to be able to come up with them ourselves. On the plus side, though, there is so much fuel here. We can go a very long time before having to make fuel on this map. I'm loving it. Absolutely. Now, it's possible we'll find a lot of materials in this place, so why don't we actually send... I think I'll send the car to Wyoming Park. We might as well just get it while we can. So I'll send it over there, and they'll just do that today. That'll be what this squad does today. The other 2 squads continue to look for stuff around here. We'll have you go here, 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 here. If you can fit all that stuff in your schedule, cool. And then you are going to head over to this side, and we're going to have you search on these buildings right here. That should be good. You'll come back. There's just no way you get all that done. Although, it would be nice to find another car. Oh, hang on. Yep.
Sir, we've spotted some people. They're probably armed. They could have seen us too, but I can't tell if they're friendly. What should we do?
I really want some more diversity in the game, because after having played for several hours more than I've done on video in a variety of different starts, I know that these are hostile. Like, I just know that they're always hostile. They're never friendly.
Treat them as hostile.
So we know that. Ah, here we go. Another car up here. This is a station wagon. I'd like to get that. Yeah, I'd like to get that. Can I reach that with a squad? On foot would take me a long time, wouldn't it? You know what? On foot's going to take too long. I'm going to turn around really quick. We're going to split the squad off, and we're going to get one dude to come on over here and grab that. And then you guys can just hit Wyoming Park for now, solo, until we get this car brought back. I want to have another squad with another car, especially a station wagon. It's awesome. We get 15 car resources. We get 15 storage on the car instead of 10. All right, I'm gonna bring. Oh, I haven't even tested this yet. Oh baby, I totally forgot about like pick up HQ right on a road, but this solves the problem. This guy's coming right in front of the building. Love it. And if you can do that, you unload your car way faster, almost to the point of being instantaneous. Whoa, what? Whoa, what is it? Oh, they're shooting at me. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna take him. I only got one guy, so just keep going. So there's 3 guys there. It's not a small pod. That's not a small group of raiders. We're gonna bring these 2 up. If they follow us, I want to be able to respond to that, because they're coming this way. I want to be able to respond to that. So I have more guns than you do for now, anyway. So vehicle condition and stuff has changed from the last save as well, from the last version of the game, right? You can see the condition is green in color. I assume green is good, but it's not 100% right away. And on top of that, there's now a new button, even though the interface is doing a weird thing where it's split. That's weird.
Reporting.
I'll use this car instead. It is it's got a button right here, repair. We can now repair damage to the exterior of the car using metal. So that's a thing. Obviously, there is pour fuel from fuel tank into other car. That was brought up in the last playthrough as well. Somebody mentioned that. Yep, totally could have done that. That's something that we may utilize if we get a destroyed car or something that's really beat up. I can take the fuel out of it. That's fine. All right, nighttime has fallen upon us. I know how you guys like it when I skip things when there's like nothing happening and it's uneventful, and so I skip it. I know how you guys like that. Well, we're basically just chilling here in the school, getting all of our stuff. It looks like we're going to be able to bring 3 scientific materials back with us on that car, which is great. We now have this car down here ready to go and serve us, and 2 squads ready to shoot anything that comes at us. So we're ready for the night. Whatever happens anyway, I'll let you know. The answer is not a damn thing. Not anything at all. But you guys already have 3. And I could leave you here to get more, but I feel like we're going to finish the research center today. So I'm going to bring that stuff back so we're ready to rock with it right away. We'll just go ahead. Hey, where's my return to HQ button? Oh, did they remove it? I mean, it used to be right here, but now it's a repair button, right? Oh. So all the people were telling me I could just hit the star. Now I can't.
Operator, we're on the move.
I guess that's how it goes. Justice.
Going there.
My muscle memory better than your muscle memory.
On my way.
All right. Good, I guess. I'm sure they'll bring it back because that was actually a pretty useful button. I did interchangeably use it. I didn't... Oh? What's this?
Sir, the people have reported hearing a lot of noises coming from underground. They're
Right.
afraid that it could be infected moving through the sewers and tunnels. We need to bolster our defenses and be ready to attack from within, too.
I mean, I guess so. It wasn't a big deal before,
We'll be ready.
but we can say, let's prepare. Oh, shit. There are 3 of you and 4 of me. I mean, the numbers are on my side, but I don't like them being that close. So reinforcements are on the way, buddy. Back up.
Operator, we're on the move.
Obscure vision. Back up. Have the building block. Building block. Get behind the building. There you go. Stay behind the building. There you go. Back over here. Back over here. Let's play kitchen table with them. All right, and we're good. We're good. All right, here we go. Oh, you're freaking kidding me. That icon This is bullshit. I hate this. The fact that they can spread out like this and I can't target them is ridiculous. Like, he can sit here and shoot me, but I can't shoot back until I can see the, like this. That has been consistently bullshit. I don't like it. Devs, you got to fix that. It's not fair. That's right. I said not fair. All right. We're going to bring this gun back. In addition, we'll scout that building. We'll probably get 2 things from that, so we'll bring it back. There. You're going to go... I just love how super realistic this area is. I mean, it looks just like... Okay, not just like it. There is actually supposed to be a lake right here. I'm just saying. There's a lake here. I know that there's a lake here. I walked around this lake in here. So I know there is. But also, like, this is a pretty... I mean, this is like almost a perfect shape for this. And then these really narrow buildings and stuff. Yeah, these little narrow things. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'm just sorry. I'm being nostalgic now. I'm like thinking back from my past all of a sudden. Hey, you. Take the car with you, dummy. Of course, you're not really a dummy. You're just listening to what I told you to do, which is come over here without your car. That's what I said. All right. We have a couple of guns here, but I don't see any reason why we can't just, you know, do this some more. So we'll cube a bunch of these buildings and see what we can find in here with our car. We have the station wagon now, so we should be able to haul in a whole bunch of cool stuff. Now, this shelter completed. So, wait. Huh? I have 20 out of 20 here. Living quarters capacity 10 out of 23. Are you telling me that the living conditions are poor in HQ? Because this is like your headquarters is sort of like a jack of all trades building. It's also the only building that it's going to have 9,000 structure condition, right? You can't lose this, so it's always very strong. But I mean, it's a warehouse. It's a place where people live. It's actually just both of those things. I don't think it's anything else. But still, I wouldn't think the living conditions would be super bad, but I guess. Oh, also, this version of the game, I wanted to show this too. This version of the game also gives you a mast like this. It's a huge flagpole that represents our fearless people. And we can put this flagpole anywhere we want. It's just aesthetic. That's all it is. Now, let's come back this way. It's just aesthetic. That's all it is. But it's pretty cool to have it, you know. And I think I'm going to put it right here. Right at the end of the street like that. That seems pretty cool. You can get this just by, you connect like with Steam and everything when you're playing. All you have to do is just basically follow their Steam page. That's it. Like if you're following, then that's it. You get this. It's unlocked and you can use it. It's not very expensive, right? It's only 2 metal, but it's a big flagpole. What's a flagpole? It's awesome. Speaking of which, where am I going to place the tower when I get it? Well, maybe right here. There's not enough room for a field here, so I think I'll place it right here next to the living quarter. Yeah, I think so. All right, let's expand this, I guess, because people are not happy with the current accommodations that I am providing them. So I am going to have to expand this. We'll just go all the way with it. That's fine. We'll go all the way with it. Whatever. There you go. Oh, now you're dissatisfied. Right, because you can't use the existing rooms while you're making new ones, right? Yeah, that's the thing. I wish that there's a lot of little things about the game that from the last patch, and it's not, you know, it's not fixed or changed or anything like that. And that's one of those things where like the building is completely unusable while you are making any modifications to it. It was like that with wall segments. It was like that with the gate, like the main gates where everybody's stationed. If you're like, I want to repair that gate, you can't repair it without completely erasing it from existence for a short time. Like it's just not a gate anymore. You can just have people walk through it now without the lock and, you know, without the key to the lock, if you will. All right. I don't know what the weather is because we don't have a weather station anymore, but we are working on getting a research center up and running. I feel like we probably should have everybody working on the shelter instead. Thank you. we should have enough wood now. 48 wood. We have just enough wood, so please work on this instead.
Building clear.
So that our people can stop being depressed. Here, I'll even have you help. Oh, only 10 can work on this at a time. Okay, fine. I'll have you do that then. And then we're probably going to have to bring the squads back because it's getting a little bit late for me. What do you got? That's not a bad haul. We got some guns and we have some tools. I like tools. Tools are great. Bring it in right in here. And then when you're done with that building, yeah, you're going to see the hordes now too. When you're done with this building, I'm going to bring you in. Never mind. I'm going to bring you in now. Yep, you're coming in right now. We have company. Indeed. No builders, no scavengers real quick. Just give me a fresh set. See how many guns we got. That's the most guns. All right, well. You're not going to... You are going to attack my... Son of a bitch. They're attacking my... Come on. Don't do it. Don't do it. Come on, don't do it. There you go. There you go. Come after my car. Jerks. Come on. There you go. Come on. There you go. You can do it. This way. Oh, what? Well, I mean, that is a thing, isn't it? I probably should move this car. Bring it back to HQ. Get inside. There you go. Funnel them this way. Oh, boy. There we go. Okay. Excellent. Perfect. All right, shoot them. We can do it. Shoot, 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 shoot. And escape. There you go. All right. I think we can handle this, but we're going to take some damage to our headquarters. There's not really a way to avoid that. I don't know how much damage they're going to do, but not enough to make us, you know, weep and cry in the corner or anything. And then we'll have to... We don't need to repair it necessarily, but, you know, if it gets down to around this area, I'll probably want to repair it just in case. All right, that was a decent sized... Oh, they're back to come and get my stuff again. They're going to take down my research center. I'm going to have to get a tower quicker than I wanted, I guess. Yes, it will. It'll be fine. There, see? They're already or I'm already taking them away from that. I just have to... All right, you seriously stop. Hold Alt. Go off-road, please. There we go. Shoot them. Bring them into the kill zone. There you go. Bring them into the kill zone. Keep them away from my research center. And I'm going to need raw metal, it says. So why don't we queue up some metal to be collected as well. Later on, we'll have some additional scavengers placed on that. There we go. 60 metal in that zone. That's pretty good. I mean, at this point, I probably should just keep my car over by my research center, right? I mean, they just keep coming for it. So why don't we just hang out over there for a while, just in case. And are we good? I think we're good. We should be able to finish these two buildings today. Biggest priority is going to be this. So why don't we just disband everybody for a second and see if we can't get this done with everybody disbanded today. We'll just bring you back to... Maybe we'll leave one squad, but other than that, we'll just have everybody disbanded. We'll get maximum on that and as many as we can. Ooh, man, we just don't have a lot of people, do we? We really need more people, you know? I'm going to take... Let's put like 8 on scavenging, and then we'll finish this building today. Provided we have the metal, which we do not. Which we will have later. Damn. All right. We'll go like this. Let's put everybody on metal then. Looks like that's what we need. Everybody go to work. Nobody's scavenging today because we need specific resources that scavenging cannot provide us, like metal, for example. We're chilling cool with 71 food and 32 ammunition. We've got 16 guns already. I feel pretty good about that as well. We got our living quarters adapted just fine. That's pretty good. And we got 15 people working on the research center. I think that's a bit much. Let's bring it back down. We'll put the rest on scavenging that metal that you need to build it. But at least people can be satisfied having a better living condition now, yeah? All right, they did not finish it in time, but that's okay, I guess. They're short about 6 metal. We happen to have none in inventory, so that makes sense. I'm going to bring this all the way down, and we're going to make sure that we're getting some people on brick, and I'm just going to like load up as many as I can on metal for the following day. We're just going to cross our fingers and hope that we don't need anybody. I don't think that's a good strategy. How about I will pull 2 people off of that just to make a squad so I have some vision. And then I will get in a car and drive over here so that I am closer to my research center. Yeah, I'm going to need to. Damn. All right, so they're coming from this side. And, I mean, we can handle it, but I would really like to get better weapons. So I guess I'm going to have to take a trip down to this armed services, uniformed services facility, because it seems to me to be the only position. Oh, wait, hang on. Okay, another uniformed services facility. A uniformed services facility. Okay, so there are a few over here. This is not where the police department is it? No, police department is closer to the highway. Yeah, I want to say it's like one of these buildings here, but it's okay. They're just generating things on the map for us. That's got to be what it is. Just this bland, uniform services facility. So we're going to have to look at that to get some weapons. But, of course, getting weapons is... Wow, I can't zoom in. My zoomer is broken. I can't zoom in. What? No, I can't. I have to stay super zoomed out. Really? That can't be the case. There it goes. It wouldn't zoom. All right, a new bug, so that's fine, I guess. We will. Let's. You know what? Honestly, let's leave you in HQ. We can probably draw these guys in with these guys. Just draw them in. Come on in. Come on, this way. Whee! Yep. Well, that's the wrong direction. No. Come on. There you go. Come on this way, dummies. There you go. Get yourself screwed right here. Yep. Right in the face. All done. Move my car back over here to protect my other buildings, and we will wait and see what happens for the rest of the night. Here, dummies. Head this way. We have present for you. Pop. All right, good. There's another pod down this way that I've been just been wandering. It hasn't come this way yet. And then there's another one up here, which is also wandering. Some pods are kind of, it seems like they're pre-programmed to just be beelining it directly for you. And then a lot of others are just wandering. I kind of wish they were all wandering. It would make it more realistic, but I can understand that because like once you clear out a big area, you'd have no action. So I understand. But that being said, this night was not that big of a burden. So we'll get out, we'll disband. I'm going to have these 2 squads. I think I'm actually going to go unarmed with them. That's too risky because we're going into a place that has guns. I don't want to get ganked by raiders who are just hanging out in the buildings. We're going to go over to these buildings that are these uniformed services facilities. I'm going to go to these 2 buildings right here and see if I can't get any like better weapons from them and a bunch of ammunition perhaps, while the rest of my people go into scavenging and building, you know. You know what, we can take both. There's a lot of fuel on the map too, so we can take both cars. All right, so we'll take all of you and you're going over here. We're going to head to these 2 buildings right here. This one first, and then this one. To see if we can't get... I mean, it's pretty far away, but we're just going to see if we can't get it. These guys are taking damage because they're trapped outside. Aw. Poor you. You're just going to take damage. Well, at least I know they're in there, so... We need to be ready to defend ourselves from that side. So we'll have to make sure that we're back home before that happens. I need a tower right here. I think that's got to happen. A tower next to this building to defend it on this side is, I think, kind of essential at this point. We just need something else in case I can't get here in time. So I'm going to pop a metal tower, I think, right here next to this building. All right.
Sir, we found a trail nearby.
It looked as if a huge crowd had run and trampled everything in their way.
Whoa.
There must have been hundreds.
Wow. Have you heard something?
Have you heard anything?
Last night we could hear howls, as if crowds of monsters were shouting and wailing. I think something really big is coming our way.
Man. Let's track them.
Look for more signs. Track them down.
Is this a location on the map I can see? Oh, there's another one down here. Ooh, there's 2 more down here. Right. Okay. Like, this is a new event. This didn't pop for me last time. They did add new events, by the way, in the patch. So it's very likely that this is a brand new event and not just one I haven't seen. Because they did, it says in the patch notes they added new events. So I am like super excited about the prospects of like how many different events they could add and how many different, just that, like how many different events they could add. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities out there in what you could do with a game like this. We got more raiders. Are you... Okay, so it seems to me that the water is just for looks because you can absolutely traverse it. So that means the dead can traverse it too. Okay. Well, we're out of raw metal. We got only 5 people on it. It looks like a lot of people are on brick instead. I think we pull you off of brick. We put everybody on metal. Nobody... Let's get off of wood too. Everybody get metal. So we can hopefully finish this research center. I wanted to have this done by the end of the video today. Like I really wanted to have that done today. And then we also have some metal being dedicated to the tower, which I'm going to say no on. Jeez, you're yelling at me already? But it's 9:50 a.m., sir. Is that your yawn? Or are you just aggravated that so much light coming through the windows? Maybe that's that. Do you know how to close blinds? Do the infected know? Because I'm seeing these windows and stuff, and they look kind of beat up. You know, lots of broken glass and stuff. I got a feeling like, you know, the sun would be shining right through those windows. So, do you know how to close the blinds? No? I don't know. All right, we got some ammunition on this squad. Ammunition on this squad. Still... At least for now, still no rifles. I'm looking for assault rifles. I'm looking for sniper rifles, shotguns. I'm looking for better weapons than just the pistols that we have is what I'm looking for. And yes, shotguns are in the game. They use the same ammunition as everything else, though, yeah. They're trying to simplify the game. I can understand it. That makes sense to me. The mast is up. It only has 300 health. But it's up at the end of the road. So as you approach the HQ... You'll stop right in front of the flag. I like it. Okay. This building has got to finish today, right? It's got to finish today. Look at that. Come on. 25. There's got to be just a little bit more. Bring it over here and finish it. There it is. 28. All right. We're going to get it done. Yep. It's going to happen.
No more to find.
Done. All right. We can now research with our scientific materials. We can absolutely research, which is great. We're going to want to pause really quick, though. We already have 4. So let's just do the basic antenna right now and get that over with so that we can start getting more people into the camp. We also, it's 3:30. We want to bring back our people because they have guns, hopefully. Well, not as many guns as I would have liked them to have. There's more ammunition in that building, though, we've already found. You guys have found the assault rifle. Well, howdy do. Yeah, go bring that in there. You got lots of ammunition and the rifles. Very good. I like it. All right, you found a good rifle. Now let's head back home because we have a raider to deal with. We're going to head up this road and then come in this way. And then we're going to have to send you guys back too real quick. It's 99, 100%. So there's an extra pistol in there, which isn't super great, but I mean, it's something. Every gun matters. Every gun counts. All right, bring this in and then put you right there. All right, so those guys are heading back. They should arrive before dark, so we should have an adequate amount of people here ready to defend this. And then, yeah, we have 50 minutes until we have the tower, so that's actually going to complete before night. Done. Very cool.
Now we're ready to build an antenna. Once it's operational, we'll be ready to receive distant transmissions again and broadcast some invitations ourselves.
Fantastic news.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, we have 3, right? We can go into something else really quick if we want to. I'm thinking tool factory for now. I'm also thinking farming so we can get more yield, but I think because we have so many buildings around that we can scavenge, we can be a little bit more reliant on our surroundings for a little while longer. And I don't think we need to rush fuel. We have so many sources of fuel on the map right over there, so I'm not really in a hurry for fuel. We're good on ammunition for now. I don't know exactly what the best priority here is. So what I might do is rush advanced woodworks so that we can get better quality housing for people. That's going to make people really satisfied, really happy. As we bring new people in, they'll be immediately happy. And then advanced masonry to get a fortified wall potentially up and have a very small fortified wall. Last time I built a really big wall, which I was kind of trying to plan for the future. I was like, I want a base and it's going to be this big and there's going to be certain structures inside it. This time I'm thinking fortified wall around like right here. And then we'll use these 2 buildings. And we'll have like, maybe not even right there. We could maybe just do it like around. I could break this building down. I don't think I'm gonna need this one. I might use this one, but I'm not gonna use this one. And so I can open up that area too. So I could have the wall start at like maybe this building here and then just go like right here, like a smaller fortified wall around the HQ, so we can fall back onto fortified defenses. And then the brick wall can be the exterior, or yeah, I mean, it's kind of backwards. You'd think you'd want the fortified wall at the very outside, right? So I'm just thinking out loud now, but definitely want the better housing situation. I just got to figure out which building's going to do it. I'm also trying to figure out which buildings are going to be, the barns for the chickens and stuff. I'm thinking maybe these buildings right here are my chicken buildings. If I go like this, see, they're not very big. 575 on staff is pretty good, so I like these 3 for the barns. And then I'm thinking with these being the barns, we could make this a warehouse potentially. What kind of storage are we looking at if we do that? We have to see warehouse right here. We're looking at 504 on that one. And then we could make this the cookhouse or this the cookhouse. And as long as, it's really close to the warehouses, what I'm looking for is like really fast back and forth, right? Not, things that don't take very much time at all. Like we could even make this the cookhouse, and then they could just use HQ as their storage. I don't know. There's lots of options here, and you guys will get to see what we're going to be doing for those options in the next video, because I think I've reached the time for today. But I did. Yeah, well, they can see us. They're gonna charge after us. That's fine. There's also gonna be some infected over here, but our people have returned, and with them, they have brought their guns. Yes, they have brought their guns, and so we will be much equipped, much armed. Yes, definitely ready to go. We won't, however, be prepared to fight this off because they're right here. So we do need to move in order to fight that other pod, but because we're so close to HQ, I mean, unloading the car is done. There's no extended back and forth. It's just like boom, 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 done. Like we are set and ready to go again. Like ready to leave, get out with the cars, and to go over and defend this area because we know they're coming. We know they're in this building. At least they were. So we want to make sure that we're prepared to react as well. And then we could also go in and grab like that, and now we have the assault rifle with us as well, just to guard HQ, right? Could do this again. Now we're ready for that squad. If that squad comes from that side, we're good, and if these guys come from this side, we're good. Yeah. Okay, guys, I think that's the video for today. I appreciate you. I hope you guys will show the video some love. It's season 2, I guess, already. Hopefully, if they release another patch, it's not going to invalidate my save. That's what I'm really worried about, is having save invalidated right now. But hopefully that doesn't happen this time. All right. We'll pick up, well, if anything eventful happens, we'll pick up there. But otherwise, we'll pick up in the following morning and when there's actually something cool to show, okay? Take care. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.